Emotions, often perceived as mere reactions to the world around us, hold a deeper, more crucial role in guiding human behavior and decision-making. Rooted in our biology, emotions are the unconscious determiners of action, influencing our choices in ways aimed at improving our ability to thrive and survive on planet Earth. Antonio Damasio, a prominent neuroscientist, unveiled the significance of emotions in the decision-making process. His research introduces the concept that emotions arise from the brain's interpretation of bodily responses to external events, serving as a bridge between physiological states and cognitive decisions. This connection highlights how emotions, though unconscious, are pivotal in navigating the complexities of life. Joseph Ledoux's exploration into the neural mechanisms of fear reveals the efficiency of emotions in survival situations. His findings about the amygdala's role in processing threats underscore how emotions operate on an instinctual level, enabling rapid responses long before conscious awareness even kicks in. This evolutionary perspective demonstrates the protective purposes that emotions serve. On the other hand, Barbara Fredrickson's broaden and build theory presents how positive emotions like joy and love contribute to personal growth and resilience. By expanding our awareness and encouraging exploration, these emotions facilitate the building of resources that are beneficial in long term. However, the history of emotions is not solely a tale of survival and growth. Myths, legends, and historical events often recount the pitfalls of unchecked emotions. The Trojan War, for example, is a story steeped in myth and legend, and it serves as a cautionary tale about how passion and revenge can lead to devastating consequences. Similarly, the tragic downfall of figures like Shakespeare's Othello illustrates the destructive power of jealousy and mistrust. These narratives, alongside scientific research, paint a comprehensive picture of emotions as complex forces that shape human behavior. From the instinctual reactions that safeguard our survival, to the positive feelings that foster growth, and even the historical lessons on the dangers of emotional extremity. Emotions are integral to the human experience, guiding us through the unseen landscapes of our minds and our lives. American football player Travis Kelce has an emotional reaction to which everyone seems to be having an emotional reaction. Why is that? Why is it that we are not so naturally surprised when something that is so foundational to the human experience manifests itself? Or maybe, I don't know, do you think maybe there's a part of the human organism, something maybe that's incredibly primal, that sees behavior like that and understands that it has a negative impact on the tribe? The wisdom that we commonly hear is, hey, you need to learn how to control your emotions. And that is a common trope, right? Control your emotions. You need to learn how to get those things under control. It's actually impossible to control your emotions. And wait, let me continue. We have something, this aspect of emotions that's coming from a part of us that is from our unconscious. A part of ourselves that we cannot control at all. A part of ourselves we don't actually have any conscious access to at all. A part of us that is sending us a very powerful signal. Now, how do you think we're supposed to control something like that? How do you think you're supposed to control something that, by definition, you don't even have access to? My friends, we're not able to control our emotions. But what we are able to do is to control our actions. Now, that might sound like, well, of course, obviously, you should just control your actions. But if we've seen anything throughout history, we know the impact of emotions on our actions.
We understand that we have something called willpower. This thing that we rely on in moments of overwhelm, in moments of tough decisions, to keep us on the right track. But research continues to show that willpower is something that will wear out after a while. You only have so much of it. There's research that even points to it being sort of like a muscle, something that you can really flex it, you can really use it, but eventually it wears out. Now, the good thing about this also is that, like a muscle, it can become stronger. Mindfulness practices have been linked to increases of gray matter in our prefrontal cortex. This is the part of the brain that we associate with self-control, that we associate with the ability to even despite our emotional impulses, to calm down, to make better decisions, and to be rational. We also understand that there are certain breathing techniques and practices that you can do, all within the language of breath, but also there's a million different ones out there. They've been around for thousands of years, that make it so that our nervous system is able to react and recover much faster. And in doing so, mindfulness practices have been shown to improve our ability to make better decisions despite our emotions in the moment. The problem with emotions is that they are such an integral part of our existence that there's no way to ever free yourself from them. You're having an emotional reaction to me speaking now. We have emotions to everything. There's always some kind of an emotional profile that happens. Now, it may not be like outright anger or joy or something that's incredibly overt, but we're always experiencing life through the filter of our unconscious messages, which we perceive when it comes to emotions, feelings, all of these things. So whether you are watching football or watching the news, when you see people having these reactions, whenever you have a reaction like this yourself, understand that this is absolutely just part of being a human being. There's nothing new here. It's been this way since human beings have been human beings. However, we aren't sentenced to be at the whimsy of our emotions. We can become friends with ourselves. We can form a better team within ourselves using mindfulness as a pathway. So I want to invite you to have just a few moments of mindfulness with me. There's going to be a video that pops up right here, or here, in just a few moments. This is an exercise we call the awareness exercise in the language of breath. You can read about it in my book. You can get really deep into it if you want to on our online course. Our breathworkers around the world practice this with their clients. But this is just a very simple but effective way to start to learn to form that better relationship with yourself and maybe avoid becoming a meme as a result. Thanks so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you in the Breathwork section.